Hey guys, we're live both on Instagram and Facebook. I am here with a grocery haul from Fresh Thyme. Fresh Thyme is a Midwest grocery store. It reminded me a lot of like a Whole Foods, but just a miniature version. I will say the one that we have locally, like it's really hard to get in and out of the parking lot, but for the most part, it gets 2 thumbs up from me. Really enjoyed my experience there. Lots of organic items, a good variety of things. They had a lot of personal care products, which I thought was fun. So I, definitely wanted to spend more time in that section. I will say I found myself picking up items and like looking at the price tag and putting them back. So I didn't buy everything that I wanted to, just because, I don't want to blow my budget just with one grocery haul. So I'd rather buy the shoes or, get the purse. So anyways, if you've watched my other videos, meat, veg, healthy, fat is kind of our mantra here. My husband and I are trying to follow a clean keto diet. We do some diet variation, however. So some of the things that you see here are not going to be what you would be eating on your keto diet, because we do a day of, basically bringing our carbohydrate level up. So I'll kind of explain that as I go. So for meats, meat, veg, healthy, fat, I found some great options. So they have this brand called Force of Nature. It's 100% grass-fed, so you want to make sure it says 100% grass-fed. They also had grass-fed. There was, I believe, lamb and elk there. There was just quite a variety of different ground meats. If you're looking for a variety of different protein options, they had it. And then I did buy some boneless, skinless chicken thighs for a soup that I plan to make for this week. This is organic and free-range, non-GMO, so they're fed non-GMO food, so I thought that was a great purchase. And then I've been taught that I should look for bacon that has one side that's leaner and then one side that is the fattier cut, so you're going to get a better fat profile with the saturated fat being on the edge. So I actually was just kind of looking at the bacon and went with this one because it had that nice saturated fat edge there. So I got the Applewood smoked bacon, and you don't want to be overdoing bacon, don't get me wrong, but it's a nice treat, and it's going to be good for keto. If you're going to buy eggs, if you're not able to find farm-raised, vegetarian-fed, pasture-raised eggs, if you're going to buy them in the grocery store, you want to make sure that it does say pasture-raised, so that means they're like not in a cage, they're out roaming around eating what chickens should be eating. So I went with this Handsome Small Farms Big Hearts Brighter Future brand of eggs. So these were a little bit more expensive, but I thought it was worth it because they are pasture-raised eggs. And then another protein source, this isn't meat, but we do a lot of the whole milk. If you can tolerate dairy, we look for the whole milk. I like the Stonyfield organic. My kids will eat this stuff. And I'll tell you guys, one thing you can do with this is, use it if you're on keto and you're looking for a little dessert. Put some cocoa powder, and I was going to show you something that I keep in my pantry is this Limpinto monk fruit sweetener. So just like a teaspoon of this with the cocoa powder, and it's like dessert. So, you might want to scale back if you're doing berries or apples or anything else, but scale back on your other carbs so that you can have that little treat. I'm planning on doing some zucchini lasagna this week, so I did find some zucchini, and unfortunately they didn't have my favorite cottage cheese as Good Culture. They had it, but they had the low-fat one, so I won't do that. So I did end up getting the Fresh Thyme brand that's 4% milk fat, and the ingredients were just milk, cream, sea salt, pectin, lactic acid, and natural flavors. So pretty clean, so I went with that. I did get, this was awesome, they had already cleaned up radishes for our, every week I try to cut up veggies and keep them in the fridge so that we're in a pinch, we can pull out those raw veggies and snack on them when we're kind of running around with the kids. For our feast day, I got carrots, and then I think these are garnet yams. It was really, some of the signage I was struggling with. But these are organic, and I have a couple soup recipes for the fall that call for sweet potatoes and carrots, so I wanted to have those on hand for that. It was buy one, get one of these containers free at Fresh Thyme this week, so I got some baby lettuces and some spring mix. And then the berries, I got just one thing of berries because they were kind of pricey. So I think it was like $4.99 for this. So I just got one. I would have gotten more than one, like raspberries and blueberries, maybe strawberries. There was literally only 2 organic strawberry clamshells in the entire store, and I couldn't find a price on them, so I left them. But I did see that they had a triple berry blend in the freezer section, and this really cool product. It's coconut cream. So I thought this would make a great smoothie. Just throw this in the I have a high-speed blender. Throw it in your blender, blend it up, and throw in a protein powder, and you have a great smoothie for the kids. And then these lunch-sized Honeycrisp apples caught my eye, just like the size, and they looked really crisp and yummy. And then healthy fat-wise, this was cool. So I hadn't seen this before. A truly grass-fed butter, natural creamy butter. It's imported from Ireland, and I got the salted one, but wanted to try that as a healthy fat option. We got avocados, of course, and then my daughter has been packing this in her lunch every day, so I got some of these. This Parmesan cheese is for my version of zucchini lasagna, so I'll mix this in with my cottage cheese and have that be like the cheesy layer. Parmesan, if you're clean keto, is one of the better cheeses to get, along with goat cheese, and feta actually are the 3 that you would want to stick with. They don't have that, not as addictive as some of the other cheeses that are out there, so it's actually really good on clean keto. So another thing that I've been meaning to try is I've been craving oatmeal. So something that's kind of good for the fall, I think. I wanted to try, there's actually keto oatmeal that's made with hemp hearts, chia seeds, golden flax, and then whatever kind of milk that you want. So it could be a nut milk like almond milk or coconut milk from the can, but literally you just heat it up in a saucepan, and then you can add some add-ins. So, you could add raspberries in with that, you could do the cocoa powder in with that, you could do a little sunflower butter. I also got, in the bulk section at the store, I got these walnuts too, so I might like crunch up some walnuts and put them over the top of that. But just as an option, wanted to see what this is like, so I'll have to let you guys know what keto oatmeal is like, but you can do lots of different variations with the add-ins, and I'm just anxious to see what that's like. And then they did have Kettle and Fire bone broth. It was on sale today, so I got 2, the mushroom chicken and the turmeric ginger. So love these, especially if I'm, doing a longer fast, and I just want a little pick-me-up during the day, like around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I will maybe heat up this in a mug and then just drink a little bone broth in the afternoon. I did, this is not keto, but they had local raw honey, so I wanted to get some of that for my kids. This is good stuff. And then they had lots of organic spices and seasonings that were in smaller packets. So I needed some turmeric anyways. Has great anti-inflammatory properties, so I wanted to pick that up. And then as far as salad dressing goes, we needed another option. I felt like, we've been doing some habanero ranch a lot, so I wanted to try this creamy Caesar tessemae. Again, this is like a Whole30 clean keto type of item, so I really like tessemae as an option. I got this for my kids. They often will pack the yogurt in their lunches. Purely Elizabeth is a great brand for kids, especially because if you're trying to get them to do a lower carb granola. If you flip over the container, the bag of granola, you might be shocked at how many grams of carbs there are in just a small amount. So I really like this one because it is seeds. The amount of carbs for the serving is 9 grams. One of them I flipped over, it was like 45 grams of carbs. So literally they're having their dessert, in their yogurt. So I really like this brand. I went with the vanilla almond butter flavor, so we'll see if they dig that or not. And then I've been wanting to try these. I've seen other people post about them, these Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips. So less sugar, sweet life. So it's the thing, they're unsweetened cocoa. There is a sugar alcohol, erythritol, inulin, milk, cocoa butter, milk fat, sunflower lecithin, natural flavor, and stevia. So these I've heard you could stay in ketosis with these, but you know, I am going to use these very sparingly on my keto diet, so I wouldn't call these clean keto, but I just wanted to try to use them and see what they were like. Somebody else mentioned this Thai Kitchen brand. I'm gonna play with this green curry paste. Literally in the ingredients are green chili pepper, garlic, lemongrass, spices, salt, shallot, and lime peel. So very small ingredient list for this, but big flavors. So I'm anxious to try this, maybe on the chicken, might be really good. So anxious to play with that. And then this is definitely like, you know, a treat, but the chicharrones, again, lower carb, they're just pork rinds. And so I got these, the kids really like them too. And we were out of sparkling water in our house, so my kids, you know, it's fun just to have something that is a low-carb beverage that comes in a can. So I'm happy that they're at least drinking something that isn't soda pop, and but they've been pulling these out quite a bit. I got the lemon lime and the black cherry to try, and we'll see if the kids like those. And then full disclosure, the two, actually 3 things that I got my kids. The Boulder Canyon chips are great, and if you're trying to avoid bad for you oils, canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, these actually use avocado oil to be used. So I bought these for my kids, and then one of my kids really needs gluten-free, but this is just a cracker that I got him for his lunch. So got those, and then we have a date night tonight, so I got them the Fresh Thyme version of gelato. Yum, right? But yeah, let me know if this is useful to you. Put a thumbs up if you know you find these videos useful. We'll keep on doing them. Trader Joe's is in Fort Wayne, so guess what? Pretty soon I'll be doing a grocery haul there. Can't wait. If you have any suggestions, any other products that you buy at Fresh Thyme that you just love, I would love to know what that is. Also, if anybody has any great recommendations for warm drinks in the wintertime that don't have caffeine, don't have bad ingredients, that they just, you know, like this is the best like warm tea or warm drink that's kind of like hot chocolate or something like that, something pumpkin-y, something chocolatey, something along those lines, please do leave it in the comments, because I'm looking for warm drinks that aren't coffee, because I feel like I don't know about you, but with the chillier temperatures, I want to drink coffee all day long, and I'm trying to avoid that. So appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.